Hey everybody, welcome. I see y'all in the chat. My comments are looking better today. Day 3 of our session. I am so excited. If you are excited, let us know you're excited if you're here. I saw, hey Miss Sheila, I see you're in the chat. I am so excited for today. And I've been looking at the posts that y'all been posting on here on the platform, and I'm just excited that you are doing your thing, right? You're doing your thing. I hope that you are learning a lot. I hope it's not too much, because I know it can be a little too much sometimes, because I give you more than what you need. But I prefer to give it to you. You go and use it. Go back and watch the replay. So this is just like a quick masterclass. Hey, Miss Bryant is in the house. I see. I'm trying to look at my chat. All the different people who are watching. All right, this is amazing. I am just getting started. So, if you are in the VIP list, please let me know if you're getting the emails. If you're not getting the emails, just send us a message in the chat so we can know, because you should have your workbook. So if you don't have the workbook, I have not sent out the replay from yesterday's session yet, but the replay from yesterday's session that we have in the group, if you haven't watched it yet, please watch it, because it's going to be disappearing, because only the VIPs will be able to get that one later on. But you want to make sure that you get it. Okay, for my VIPs, if you haven't got your emails, okay, just let me know so we can make sure you check your junk file. Make sure it didn't go to spam, because if it goes to spam, then that's probably part of the reason why, if it goes to spam. So before we go and check, I'm going to go back and confirm the emails of everything, and I will have to have my team direct message you your workbooks to make sure you get what you need out of this, right? So we want to make sure that you get that information. So I've been seeing some people saying that they didn't get the workbook. I want to make sure you get everything that you get. So I haven't sent any emails out like to the general, but for the VIPs, I did send the emails out. So I just want to make sure that you are getting the emails, that you are getting what you invested in, and then that So I was not even supposed to be on today, but my hubby decided he gonna do some housework. We decided what we can do something. We're just flexible like that too. So we do what we gotta do. I made the commitment, so he just like, honor your commitment, honor your word. I am here. I am not going anywhere. So we just do what we gotta do. So I get to spend a couple of hours. Well, not a couple hours. I've spent an hour with you all, and today we are going to be talking about how to create newsletters, basically. How to create create newsletter that you could take newsletters, take newsworthy things, and create social media content with that. So I am gonna start sharing my slide in a moment, and this is like a quick slide, and after that I'll be putting it in the chat. So it's just like very quick to just make sure we stay on guidance. You can have the notes if you can't see it. But today let me make sure I'm sharing it correctly. I'm gonna go share my screen, share this. All right, and here we go. I'm gonna fix this really quick. All right, so let us start presenting, because today I want to make sure I go in and we're talking about newsletter. So the beginning part, we talked about social media, branding, and then we talk about creating engaging content. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat so I can know that you have the questions. And about that, of anything at all, I'm going to take off afterwards. I'll answer the questions as we go. All right. So today, the interesting fact for today is that, did you know that integrating your social media and email marketing can increase your audience reach by 50%? And that is true. So when we have to put them together, and this is one thing, when you're talking about relevant stuff, it can increase your reach. You say, hey, I'm interested in this, and they will be able to go, then they will be, it will expand your reach. You get more reach that way too. So here is what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to go over this really quickly, and I'm going to show you hands-on how I do it. And I'm going to show you an example of what I did. So you want to scan news to create newsletters for impactful snippet and compelling data that resonate with your social media platform. So I like Google, right? So I'm going to walk you through that process. I like Google, and I have Google alerts for stuff that's in my industry, for certain stuff. So I do AI and branding and productivity and stuff like that. So I look for news on that, and I use that to create content, or maybe a newsletter series, whether it be a social media post relevant to what is going on in the society currently. And when I review that, I try to review and highlight the most impactful stuff. So I'm going to show you my shortcut of how I do that. So we're going to go to Google News. I'm going to share my screen. I need to share this tab. So we're going to go to Google News, and we're going to look up a headline or whatever it is, up to top story or whatever it is right there. And if you don't have, let me turn off my music, because my music is still on. Let me turn off my music so y'all can hear me. I hope you can hear me. So I'm going to put this low. All right. So I must shout. I feel like I'm shouting, and I get excited and I get passionate. So let's go back. So in Google, there's different news that is going on, and you can have it set for you. So this is like if you have a research day, and I would encourage you to have a research day. And you don't have to research, or even you can once a week, if whatever you read in the news or whatever, you can just say, okay, this is what's going on. But I want to show you some quick tips tips on how to do that, right? So they have different news, and I have my For You news of what I'm following. So I'm following a lot about the AI, the new model, and stuff like that. So how there's different topics that's there, but when I find something that interests me, I say, okay, so let's see, we can try something. Startups are doing fine, but scaling up. So yeah, I'm just trying to find something that would really be intriguing. So one of the news that I saw was the one about Google fake, the Google fake news about what they did. I'm trying to see which one can we use. I'm just trying to find one that I can use. So let me see, I'll go into technology, and let's go. I want to use something that I am familiar with, and I want to talk about. So let's go into. I'm just going to try to do today, was just real time. Apple Air, iPad, good. No, we don't need that. Not really. This one looks interesting. Fortnite, but it's not really to my business. So I'm going to go to business. I'm going to go to the Google AI, because this one was interesting to me. And I'm going to show you what I did to that. So Google launched a new AI, and here's the one I was looking. This is the article I was looking for. They shared. So this one is like the thing. They shared fake news. They had a fake demo on their new AI, the Gemini AI that's coming, and then they have all of this right here. So if you have time to read it, you can read it. But what I end up doing is with this, I usually right click, and I usually just print the page. So I'll print the page. I reprint the page, print it, and I save it as a PDF. So I save as a PDF. I'm going to show you in a moment. I save it as a PDF, and I'm going to use that on ChatGPT to create my content. I'm going to use that on ChatGPT to create my content. Let me make sure y'all follow me, because I'm sharing and I can't see if I'm sharing the right things. So I want to make sure that you do. So I'm going to use that. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT with that. Okay, I want to be able to get. Can y'all see this one? View tab on. Okay, y'all all on ChatGPT, so we saw that part. All right, and I'm going to, now this is where, if you have GPT-4, it is, sorry, this is where if you have GPT-4, it is beneficial. So you don't have to type everything. But if you don't have GPT-4 and you have the 3.5, you can still do that, but you're going to have to copy it manually and right click certain amount to do it. But this way, I downloaded the news, and I'm going to attach it. I guess you probably won't see that part, but I just attached it, the document, to ChatGPT. And now here is what I'm going to say to it to create my newsletter, because first of all, I need to get key information of how I can do it. So I will ask it, can you summarize this article for me in 5 points, giving me the key highlights of this article? And that way, so GPT start reading it for me. I have it highlight those things for me. So now we know that, so if that's your demographic, so whatever your demographic is, I would do it that way too. But this is like a couple of things. Here is the key thing about that one right there too. And then one thing I was asking one of the other AI, I use Pi sometime. It gave me some key points. I don't have to read a whole article about it. I can just say, okay, what is so Google fakes the AI demonstration. So I'm going to change. I'm going to add, what are the implications? I like this. What are the implications to small business when it comes to AI, with the fact that Google faked their demonstration? now here is so when you're talking to this Google, you have to figure out, you need to talk to it as if as a person. I talk dirty to ChatGPT all the time. So here is what it said. So now here it tells us what the key takeaway it was for the event, which sometimes that might not really be related to my audience. My audience might not really care about this, but this part my audience do care about, right? So because you need to know your audience, because I'm trying to focus on AI for small business. And so here, I would say, I would say now they have trust issues, increased scrutiny, concern of cost concern, innovation challenges, and marketing. So I will use this to create content. So now I will ask ChatGPT, hey, using my brand voice, right? Using my brand voice, I want to create 5 social media posts on Instagram. So optimize it for Instagram on the importance of doing research and before you're using any AI, because research is key when it comes to these new tools and platforms. Period. Do not just go into it blindly, but do research and don't be afraid of it. So research is key. So create for me a post that's engaging for this platform. So what I'm doing, I'm going to stop for a moment because I now need to go back to my Canva to get my brand voice. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share that tab so you can see. So I'm going to go back to Canva, go in, get my brand voice. Sometimes I have it already saved. I can probably put it on my I can program my GPT to already have my brand voice, but I don't want it to have a brand voice for everything. So oh, I forgot to add it. I'm gonna have to stop. Let's go back here. Forgot to add it. Here it goes. Wait for it to finish generating. It already generated some stuff already, but I'm gonna make it go back and save and submit after it's done again. I'm waiting for it to get done, and I'm gonna regenerate it with a new brand voice. So you're gonna redo it again. So with that, now it's given me a couple of content that I can create using AI. Now, if I want to go even more deeper, I could have them create an image that will go with each of those, but my brand have a specific look that I wanted to have, and that's a whole nother level. So why am I sharing this with you? It's a way for you to do your content easy. So I just went in to Google, find an article. It summarized the article in 5 points for me. I asked it another deeper question that's related to my audience, and I took one of those issues and give my brand voice, and it created for me 5 Instagram posts. It says AI research journey. It says navigate an AI world. Don't go blind. Research is your guide. Think star. Share your story. How has researching AI tools empower your business decision? So I would do 2 things. I would either create a script where I'm doing this, or I would create images that relates to this. I can always ask ChatGPT to create images that will correlate with each post. So I'll do that in front of you. So it said, can you create images that will correlate with each of those posts? So now with this is GPT-4. So with GPT-4, you're able to have it create images for you. It might not be perfect. You might have to go and prompt it some more, but you can just talk to it and it will start creating images. Well, these are not for your post, but I would try to make sure that its images align with your brand. So I have to be a little bit more specific to that. So it's still, my computer is still listening to me. Let me have to stop listening mode. So yeah, so all of these, you're able to have the images created for you. So if you are okay with these images and you say, okay, I am not creative, I can just use these images, go ahead, use the images for that. They know, and for that. But if you have a specific way you would like the images to be, you can go back and say, hey, I like the first image. Can you change? It will change it for you, but you need to have ChatGPT for this one. So, and then it will create the images for you. All right, I'm making sure I'm gonna go back to the tab so we see all those images. So with that, you are able to have your image and your caption, and then and you know, it says celebrate AI wins. Every step in AI research is a win. You know, from small discoveries to big breakout. Tell us about your proud AI moment, and then that's your caption right there. Or you could go in and do something. Say, hey, I have a major win with AI. You know, this is what I created. You know, and then you can put that prompt in this one in there in the caption and say, hey, share your proud AI moment with me too. So here you have, you have 5. I did 5, but you can do multiple for that too. So let me go back to our tab. If this is helping, let me know. If I'm going too fast, let me know. But if you knew about this, that's another thing too. To know if you know about that too. So these are helpful. So let me go back to our presentation. So when you do that, so you're going to identify things for your community that would be easily convertible. You can use AI for that. So here is, and I talked about this already too. So you can take this and also transform it into a newsletter. Transform that thing into a newsletter, but you can also transform it into smaller bite-sized stuff that people can understand. So instead of sharing the whole 7 ways of braiding your hair or whatever it is, you can start with hair 2 ways, and then you share it to it, and that can be one content. Come back tomorrow for 2 more ways. Come back for tomorrow for 2 more. So hey, put your questions in the chat. So you break it in bite size. It gives you more content over a long period of time. So when you are why is this doing it? My stuff is something got, one of my things got messed up. I don't know what happened here. I need to fix it. Because my stuff was always in listening mode. Sometimes it does that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to fixing that really quickly. Live is this is real life, guys. All right, so go back to the presentation. I'm not gonna take too long. So you are able to take those things and make it into a social media reel or a post. You can create your own content. So you can go beyond just creating quotes for the day. You can take any article, any topic, and ask the AI to explain it to you, break it down as if you're talking to an 8th grader, and have it break it down for you. But you want to continue to make sure that you stay true to your visual style, your style and your brand. So for me, the pictures that are there, I probably have to go back and reprompt or re-engineer, or probably come up with a different idea so I can stick with the way the images are that I would like for my site to be on. So I want to make sure that it's not any kind of way. Let me know if you have any questions about this while I'm doing it. I know I'm going a little quickly about this part. But what I also want you to do, notice that I said share your view in the comments. All of these posts all of these tab, they have a call to action. And if they don't have a call to action, you need to make sure you go back and tell GPT, put a call to action, or what the call to action is. Basically, what do you want them to do? And for me, usually I want them to either respond or post in the chat, but then I want to go beyond that and say, hey, join my mailing list if you want to know more. I'll be doing a series in my newsletter on this topic. Join my mailing list. If you're doing this on Instagram, please, whenever you share stuff on Instagram, do not put the links in the caption. No one can click those links. You want to put the links in your bio or in your story. You can say link in my bio or link in the story, because if you have to give them to one, if you have to do one more thing, it will be hard for them. So you want to make sure it is very easy. One click and they're ready to where they're supposed to go, not multiple clicks. So here, the call to action here is, how has research AI, has empowered you? I would the call to action is share your story. That's a call to action, share your story. Here, the call to action is same thing, share your insight. Let's get right here. Let's share your insight, but you want to make it bold. Here it says, tell me about your proud moment. The call to action. So it doesn't need it has to go beyond just like, comment, and share. You want them to share it with other people. That's the big thing now that's coming up. You want to focus on sharing with other people, but you also want them to come to your mailing list. Say, hey, come to my website, come to my mailing list, and then I will give you more information. I will continue the series there. So you can share some teasers. I guess social media should be a place where you show the appetizer to what you have in your community, right? So, and encourage interaction. And some of you are really good with interaction, but you want to be consistent on it too. So here, maintain brand consistency. Yesterday, I think I showed a little bit about how to be consistent using Canva, setting up your brand consistency. Today I was like, because it's my hobby thing that I've been doing other stuff, but it was very quick to set up brand consistency. The colors are the same. The textile are the same. You're able to go in and do it really quickly. So I'm gonna go and share. I'm gonna exit out this so you can see. So here, if I wanted to say, okay, I want to change the style of my presentation, I can do that really quickly. So this is the same way I did for my presentation. I can do it for my images. So I'm showing you this, that you can do that, and you can click apply to all pages, and it will apply to all pages. I kind of messed up this up a little bit. I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see it. But you're able to even do that with your font. So even here, the font is not my brand font. You can go to the side. I'm going to go to where my brand font is. These are my brand fonts. I can go in and say, okay, change all the fonts on the side to maintain consistency. This is why it's very important to get your brand kit in Canva set up early on. So when you're designing, or whoever is designing, they're able to quickly create the things for you. I'm doing this. I'm showing you real time. I can't I can't just pass through this really quickly, but you're able to do this. I did this presentation on Gamma. So in Gamma, you're able to upload your thing, and I'm going to show you, and so you can see the difference of how the presentation looks, and how I'm able to quickly transform a so this was the original presentation. I'm sure hopefully it'll pop up for you. This was the original presentation. You can do this also with anything. And if I were to present it, it doesn't really have my brand color. So when I'm presenting it in that presenting mode, it has all the different things, and I can present it in different modes that way too. I was able to download this and then upload it in Canva, so I'm able to get my same brand. So it had a little bit of my same thing here, but you can see the difference between this one and this one. I'm waiting for it to make sure it's shared. You can see the two difference between those two presentations, right? Okay. So the next thing that we're focusing on. So this is just really quick tips that I'm gonna give you, because today we're just focusing on taking that content and making it into bite-size, engaging things that people are more relevant about right now, to engage who are in your community. But before you can even do that, you need to figure out, who is my target market? Who is my target market, and what are they interested in? So once you know what they're interested in, then when you're doing this, when you're creating content for them, you're more likely to create something that they really want to learn about. I know people in my community that I'm trying to attract are people who are interested in branding and who are interested in productivity tools and figure out how can I work hard, not work smarter, not harder, and using that AI component does help that to speed up it so much for entrepreneurs. So if you haven't used Gamma, I'll be sharing the link in the later on. And if you use that link, you're able to get 200 credits extra because the referral link. It gives us both 200 extra credits, and then you can keep on sharing it and be able to get credits, and then they replenish every single time. I never use all my credits. But Gamma will really help a lot with that too. So now, if you have any questions, make sure you drop it. I know I'm going really quickly. I'm going to save some time at the end for questions. This part right here did not get all my stuff in here. Let me just put the next lesson, the next thing that you're supposed to be in here. But here is what I want to. I thought somebody coming in my room. I have people over, guys. I'm going to put this right here. So I think I already talked about this anyway. So that's why I'm just going to put it in here for later on so I can present it. You can have it later on for the presentations. But you want to do CTAs. So you want to have call to action on all your posts. So there are several call to actions that you can have. And I want you to go beyond just saying like, share, and subscribe. I want you to go and say, share your own thoughts or join my mailing list, put a heart. I saw a couple of you guys at the beginning of your live say, hey, if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Those things work because then people feel guilty. Like, oh, I put hashtag, I need to watch the whole thing because I told her I am watching the whole entire thing. So you want to do that so you're able to have people come on in and respond to your video. But it's not only video format. I would post my reels on Instagram, and I'll post them on TikTok and Facebook. There's different ways to do it, but the call to action for each platform is different. I know it's a lot to have to figure out, okay, how do I manage all? When you're planning your content, if you begin with, hey, my content is, I am going to be talking about, let's say the Google debacle, I guess, with their face and with their fake demo. I'm going to make sure, okay, I'm going to be talking about trust. I'm talking about that, but it'll be my springboard for that week. But then I'll put content in there for the rest of the week. So here this is what I want to share with you also is that with those call to actions, you can, and I want to share that at the end. I'm share that in. You can create multiple content on top of that. After you finish having the content, people are responding, people are answering to your questions. Say, hey, they're asking all these questions. What kind of content can I create based on that? And then you can create more content for that audience. The second thing here I want to go over is the best time to post is based on your audience activity. So this is why I encourage you to look at your analytics. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you several different analytics you can find, but you are able, I know you're looking, I'm going to look at my LinkedIn one. And I'm going to show you guys the Instagram one. It's really hard to, sometimes it's hard to look online for analytics, but on there, when you're posting, let me see if I can if I can come on my computer. Can I find it on my computer? If I can't find it on my computer, it will be hard to find on my computer. But in Instagram, when you look at you can look at your numbers on the Meta Business Suite, right? So in the Meta Business Suite, it tells you your numbers. It tells you your data. It tells you when people engage. I'm looking for it, and then I'll open it up and share it with you all once I get it, because I did not plan. So that they're called insights under yours. I'm going to share that tab. So I know a couple of you guys do that. So you will share the insights. So it'll tell you your results of your activity. I am not looking for, for a big number. I'm trying to figure out when are my people more engaged? You can say view all insights. So, and it'll go through that. I didn't even go through all of this yet. And I'm going to go back and just see the results. Let me see the audience. Okay. Oh, this may, I'm trying to, because I don't usually do this. My team usually do this. So you want to look at your numbers. Okay. It'll tell you what how your numbers are. You look at the numbers to see, okay, what is the best time to post? This is a lot of research. I usually have my team just look at this. This is not my lane, guys. But I'm just letting you know that you are able to track your audience, what their gender is, when they where they're located from, and then there's even more when you're posting. Usually when you go on your content calendar, let's go to your planner. When you're posting on the planner and you're trying to schedule a post, it tells you, and this is not even the one I usually check, but it tells you if I'm going to schedule a post, it tells you, hey, you might want to schedule the post at 5 o'clock. It tells you the active time for your business. It tells you the active times. So you can test that out to see, okay, is that really the active time I can post? So you can choose different active time to post your content based on that. So right now it said, for me, today, I should post on Facebook at 7 p.m. On Instagram, I should be posting tomorrow at 8 for this platform, or tomorrow at 7. So it has different time. You can use that, but sometimes I depend on your team. You can use it to schedule stuff to see, does that actually boost engagement or not? But I would encourage you just to do a test. Say, hey, I'm just going to be doing one thing at a time. What I'm going to do is just post. Going to my analytics, I'm going to post. I'm going to go back to here. It's going to reshare the tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post my content and see what happens, and for a month or for a week, and then go back to the numbers and say, okay, this month I'm going to look at my numbers. So it doesn't have to be, okay, I need to post and put my numbers. No. First, I'm just going to post. I'm going to focus on posting. I'm going to focus on creating engaging, quality content. And then the following month, I'm going to go back and review, say which times were good. And then I will go again and post content around those times. And then I go back and review. So it doesn't have to be posting and reviewing all at the same time. You're gonna schedule your content, track your engagement if you're going to say, I'm going to do it every 2 weeks, every month. My team, we look at it every quarter to see what's going on. And then I think now we're going into the part where we're going to look at it, every month to see the part, because it also, I don't look too much. The reason I don't look too much on these other data, because I have Wix, and Wix gives me a clear description of where people are coming from, because that number is my most crucial number. The number that I keep on looking at is not the number that Meta give me, is not the number what LinkedIn give me, is a number of, okay, after I finish doing all these posts, do they come to my site? How much people come to my website? Where are they coming from? That is the most crucial number. And do they purchase? And are they return customers? So this is what I look at more than I look at what Meta, what Twitter, what LinkedIn share for my numbers, because those people who are on social media, I'm going to tell you again, are people who are cold leads. They're not committed to you. And because they're not committed to you, that means they will not buy, they haven't buy from you. They might like it and they might share, but you want them to come to your site and be able to say, they joined your mailing list. Once they finish joining your mailing list, what do you do next? What do you want to do next? Make sure that you have a nurture sequence where, okay, they join my mailing list, and then I'm sending them quality content, and then they either book a consultation, join your group, buy a product. What next? So that customer journey map is very important. Don't post just to post. You want to be visible so people can see you, but you want to make sure that when they see you and they say, hey, I like you, I trust you, let me join you. So if you don't have a mailing list or a way to capture mailing list, the least you can do is do a Google form. a Google form where you're able to capture their name, their email, and some information that you need, and then say, hey, you know what? I'm working on my business, but can you fill this Google form for me so I can get some information, some market research, and they say, can I use this? Can I add you to my mailing list when my mailing list is open? And that will be a good way. So those of you that say, oh, I need to go and get this big high paying platform, if you're just starting, I know it's a struggle. When I first started, I used Google Forms, and then I used MailChimp. Now I'm loving Wix because Wix have the mail the lead capture that I need in there, and I'm learning the platform. But there's different platforms you can use to connect with your audience. Remember, you can, and also if you're trying to get to know your audience, say, hey, I am doing a free webinar. I'm doing this. Sign up for my webinar, because if they sign up for the webinar or they get the free download, here's this free ebook, they put their email in, and now you have their email, and they have the book, and now they have any of yours. But then once you get the email, that's where the next hard work come into place, is where, okay, how will I keep them engaged? How will I make sure that they are receiving insight and information from me, and they don't forget me? They continue to know me, they continue to like me, they continue to trust me, and they continue to buy from me. If this is helpful, let me know. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I want to answer the questions in the chat. I think I stopped sharing my presentation, but that's okay. We're going to get into the part for the homework, but I was going to give a moment to share a couple of information. I did say I'm going to put the Gamma link on, so let me get that for you right now before I go back into the presentation, so you're able to get the Gamma link. All right, very helpful. Okay, good. So I just want to make sure, this whole point of this was to make sure that you have the tools you need to continue. And this is what I do. So in our mentoring group, where I break it down for them. I'm going fast now, but usually I break it down and I help them one by one on that too. So yeah, so I see some users said that they need to improve in their call to action. Yes. So with a call to action, you know, it has to come to a point where it becomes a habit. Like even with ChatGPT, you can always say, hey, my call to action is I want them to join my mailing list. And you can ask them, say, you can ask ChatGPT, after they join my mailing list, I want to create a way to keep them engaged. And I want to create a 7-day or 7-week newsletter series on whatever topic it is, and it will help you break it down. But it takes time to develop those things and break it down, so you're able to do that. But you have to go back in there and make sure it's your brand voice, make sure it sounds like you, make sure that it's engaging and it's pretty and it has images and stuff like that too. But we're going to get into that another time. But I just wanted you to be able to, if you're stuck and I don't have any content that I can create, I am stuck, put a Google alert on your phone, in your email, to your assistant. Say, my key area, my key focus for my business is nursing, or is products development, is whatever it is. Put it on there, and then go into Google News and say, okay, what's in the news? What can I take to make it relevant to my community? Because you might see, okay, this thing here, and you just turn it into something else. They had a whole soap opera last couple of weeks with the OpenAI company, where they had a whole shift in the founder was fired, and then Microsoft hired him, and then Microsoft is a partner with OpenAI, and then after they rehire him back in, now they fired the board. It might not be anything related to your department, but then you can say, okay, how can I, you're a business owner, you can mention that, so you can get the SEO to pick it up, and then you can make it related to your business. Say, hey, my leadership here is strong, or whatever my value is to, and you can always ask ChatGPT, say, hey, how do I connect this to my business? Because this is juicy, but it doesn't relate to my business. How do I relate to my business? And it can relate it to your business, right? So improving your call to action is very important. So here is what I want you to do. Because we're going to get to the part. I think I put the link for the Gamma in there. So if you're interested in getting the Gamma app, you can get the Gamma app. But here is what I want you to do. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger for you all to see. But I want you to, for your homework today, I want you to find something, a newsletter or a news article that will go with your company industry. And I want you to me to share. I'm going to share. They're talking, and I didn't even share my screen. Let me do that. Present, share screen. This one will work. Okay, let's do this right here. Present. So yeah. So I want you to look for select a newsletter, select a newsletter or a news article, and choose a compelling section from that article to adapt. It doesn't have to be the whole entire article, but if you have a GPT-4, you can just upload the whole page, or right click and click the print feature, and it'll print the whole page, and it will download the whole page. You're going to save as a PDF, and then you will upload the whole page to GPT-4, and it will create a it will give you a summary of it, of how you can ask, how does this relate to my industry? Is there any implication how it relates to my industry? And then it will take out the machine learning part of it, will take out what is related to you, and then I want you to convert it into a social media format. Basically, either you're going to create an image, or you're going to create a reel, or you're going to create you talking about it, or go on Canva and create one little thing, because you don't need to put too much. People don't like reading too much, so you can put one point, and then I want you to share it with the group, right? So you can post it in there for feedback. And also ask ChatGPT to give you caption for it. So we just did this right here. I'm going to share this tab. We just did this right here, where we put an article in, and it gives us the whole thing about the caption on there. You can talk to ChatGPT, talk dirty to it, whatever question that you want to ask it. You don't need to go and pay for prompts and stuff like that too, because you can just talk to it, and it will make sense of what you're talking about. And then here I create an image from it, and here I said, and then here it gives you the different information for each post. If you even need a little extra help, say, you know what, I just want to do a reel. I want to do a reel about this topic. You can say, I would like to do a reel on this topic. Help me create a script. Let's see. Let's just change. Create 5 scripts that I could possibly use to intrigue my target market, which are business owners who are trying to use AI but is a little bit scared, and I want to encourage them. Please also put what caption I can use for each reel. So I'm gonna have my things uploaded. I put 5 of them. I'm just gonna put 2 because it's gonna be too much. 2 scripts, and it says script. It can't hear me too well, so I'm gonna go type that over. Okay, script. 2 scripts, and then I'm gonna let it create for me those scripts, and it gives me a script of what to do. So when you say you don't know what to do, you don't know what to post, you don't know how to post, you don't know how to caption it, here it is. And also, because it already has my brand voice, it's creating the script already continually in my brand voice. So the first one, let's look at the first one. Says, you sitting in a modern workspace, looking directly into the camera in a friendly demeanor. It tells you how to how it wants you to record yourself. It gives you the visual cues. And then you might have to change the word a little bit to make it sound like you, but it just said, hey, fellow business owner. I would be like, hey, business besties, are you feeling a bit daunted by AI? Trust me, you're not alone. But guess what? AI is just for AI is not isn't just for tech giant. It's a tool for us to use. And I probably would have said the whole entire thing. I will go back and just do it, and you can do it all over again. It says it's a tool that can supercharge your business from automating the mundane or from the basic tasks. You can go in here and make it your own. So it gives you a script, and then it gives you a caption for that. I didn't give it a platform, so it's not optimizing it for any platform. But I could go back and say, hey, I'm doing this in Instagram. I'm doing this in I'm doing it as a reel. I'm doing it in TikTok. I'm doing it as YouTube Shorts. Optimize the caption for this. I can go back and say that. Can you optimize it for YouTube? And it will do it for you too. So your challenge is to do that. And if it doesn't have a call to action, put a call to action in there too. And let me go back and see, does it have a call to action in this one? Let's see. But how you ask, let's see, research, it tells you that and now, because this one doesn't have a call to action, but I would go back and say, hey, put a call to action in there. Can you rewrite this with a call to action? And we can actually do that right now. It says, so I love this. Can you rewrite this with a call to action and optimize it for Instagram Reels? And use hashtags and keywords that will help me boost my SEO. I'm doing that right there. So now it can go in and it's going to do the work for me. So it goes in, it tells me the whole thing, how I'm supposed to sit. It gives me my script with a call to action. It gives me my key hashtag. It gives me my caption. And this is optimized for Instagram. And then here's the call to action. Tap the link in my bio to learn more and join our community of AI savvy business owner. Let's make AI work for you. So here, I'm telling you, if I did say this, do this for Facebook, it would put the link in it will tell me, give me a spot where I have to put the link for my stuff, because in Facebook, you don't want to say, type the link in my bio. You don't want to do that. And it gives you the keywords and whatever other keywords that you need to put there, you can put it under too. But it gives you something that you can work faster, without and smarter without worrying about it. And it gives you that. So you can go back and say, if you don't like the script, you can change the script. It gives you, this second one said, you are interacting in a networking event or an online community discussing AI, then return to a confident stand. So basically, it tells you what pose to do, what you're supposed to do. And then you come back and say, hey, calling all forward-thinking entrepreneurs. I'll probably not say that, feeling overwhelmed with AI. It's time to shift your mindset. AI is an accessible tool to elevate your brand. I probably would change that word. Think of it as your 24-hour assistant, streaming operations and boosting customer engagement. Curious to know more? Join our interactive workshop by clicking the link in my bio. So you already have that right there. You can make it your own. You don't have to be stuck. I want you to get unstuck. If this will help you, let me know in the chat. If this will help you, let me know in the chat if that will help you. All right? So I know I went above my time. I was supposed to be here only 30 minutes, and this happened again. I am sorry. I'm sorry, but I get excited about this. I'm very passionate about this, and because I really want to see you guys win. I really want to see you all win. So if this helped you, that's good. So that means you are able to, because we're doing this, and you're doing it by yourself. Something you can't hire an assistant. You can't pay the big bucks for the consultations. but at least you have this right here to support you so you can able to do it. And then when you're able to get the money to invest in someone today, you can say, hey, can you do this for me? Now they're able, you're able to outsource that work and show them how to do how you want it to be done. And they have some tools to do it for you, and you're able to continue moving forward because you're going to get to where you're going to need to get to. But it takes time. So I'm just going to keep on encouraging you through this process. So today, your homework assignment is try to do something like that. Try to select a news article or something like that, convert it into a social media format, and then share it with the group. This is where I want you to, when you post on your social media, share it into the group. It will get approved. The admin has already been given approval to say whatever, y'all share, so because it's part of your homework, to approve it so we can see, so we can give you feedback. And it will also boost your engagement too, because when you're sharing it in the group and people are responding, it's also boosting your engagement because now people are knowing you, right? We have about 34 people in the group, 43 people registered for this challenge. By boosting each other's engagement, and that would help also because now you're going to build the confidence you need for your brand, right? So let me stop sharing. We're at the end. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. I'm about to wrap up in the next couple of minutes. And my parents are like, hey, you always working. But I want to, and I have a 4 o'clock call with my accountability partner that for a couple minutes just to talk about some stuff that we have going on. But if this was helpful, let me know. This will be on here. Make sure if you are VIP, and a couple of you guys say you did not get the email, let me know. First, check your spam, or make sure you look for hello@Elaram Creative Solution. .com. Make sure you check the spam. Look up the VIP term. Double check your spam to make sure you didn't go to the spam folder, because I know everything said it was delivered. I just didn't see. I'm looking at the open rate. Some people opened it, some people see it, and some people didn't see it. So for those who didn't see it, what I'm gonna do is trying to figure out. I don't know. If I email it again, it might go back to the spam. I want to make sure that the email is correct. So I'm gonna figure out a way to get you your workbook for the VIPs. All right. Yeah. And that's it. What I might end up doing is, I don't know, maybe give you all my tech number. You can text me. Say, hey, here is my email. But first, can you text me in the information? I'll probably just do a little group and I just send it for you via Messenger if that will work. But first, check your spam. After you check your spam, if you still don't see it, let me know. I haven't sent the replay out. I'm going to try this replay one more time, try a different way of doing it from my personal email to see if that will pop it up for you, and then and see what's going on there too, because some people are getting it, some people are not getting it. I want to make sure you get your workbook. All right. So hopefully it was helpful. I will be on tomorrow at 3. I've been setting I'm trying to put the schedule on there when I'm going to go live with StreamYard. So whenever I schedule with StreamYard, it shows up in the group. So you're able to see when I'm going live. So tomorrow we're going on 3, right after my stuff with, I think there's no one on my schedule. I think I blocked it off already. So you're there. If I do have to change it, you will see the change in the calendar of events in the group. All right. Thank you all for being on today. I don't see any questions so far in the chat. I'm looking at the one that's live and the one that's here. If there's no question, I will be gone and go back and enjoy my day. I'll give you back your time. And I will see y'all tomorrow for day 4. We're doing day 4 tomorrow. All right. Okay. Bye, everybody.